So this question says 12 divided by 3 over 4. Because this is a division problem and one of the values is a fraction, that means that we're going to have to use the process called KCF, which stands for keep, change, flip. So we'll keep this first value the same, we'll change division to multiplication, and then we'll flip this fraction so that the top becomes the bottom and the bottom becomes the top. But before we can even start using KCF, we have to make sure that everything becomes a fraction. I repeat, we have to make sure that everything becomes a fraction. So this 12 isn't going to stay 12. To make it a fraction, I'm going to have to put it over 1. So 12 will become 12 over 1. Now that everything is a fraction, now we can proceed using KCF. So this 12 over 1 we're going to keep, which means in this box here, we'll just write 12 over 1. For this division symbol, we're going to take this division and change it to its opposite. So in this box here, we'll write the opposite of division, which is multiplication. And finally, we'll take this fraction 3 over 4 and we're going to flip it so that the top becomes the bottom and the bottom becomes the top. So we're not going to have 3 over 4 anymore. Instead, we're going to have 4 over 3. So now that we have this new multiplication problem, all we have to do is multiply the top straight across to get the new top, and multiply the bottom straight across to get the new bottom. So we've got 12 times 4. That is going to give us our new numerator, which is the top of the fraction. 12 times 4 over 1 times 3. 1 times 3. And that will give us our new denominator, or our new bottom of the fraction. So we've got 12 times 4, and just in case you can't do that mentally, I like to keep an extra workspace over here in the corner. So I'll do 12 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 4 times 1 is 4. Meaning 12 times 4 is equal to 48. So that is our new numerator. Over 1 times 3, which is simply 3. And that's our new denominator. Now normally this would be our final answer, but the issue here is that it's improper. And that's just a fancy math way of saying the top is bigger than the bottom. We can't leave it like this. So to convert it, we're going to have to divide the top by the bottom. So back to our workspace, I'll write 48 inside long division notation and 3 outside the long division notation. And what I like to do, I like to draw a line between each of my digits so I know how many times I'm going to have to try to divide. Since this number has 2 digits, I'm gonna have to try to divide 2 times. How many times can 3 go into 4? Well, that's 1, because 1 times 3 is 3. When I subtract that, I get 1. And then I'll bring down the 8. Now we've got to try to divide 18 by 3. And how many times can that happen? Well, that will be 6. So I'll put 6 here because 6 times 3 is 18. I'll write that, subtract it, and that gives me 0, which means I'm done. And so our final answer is 16. So we can say the quotient of 12 over 1 divided by 3 over 4 is equal to 16. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Math Review.